What are you supposed to do when the person you love more than anything in the world isn't supportive of your business? Hi, my name's Lisa Larder, and welcome to this week's edition of Shop Talk. Man, this is a juicy one. I feel caught between a rock and a hard place. Who am I to tell you what to do when your spouse is not supportive of your business? What I can tell you is it probably stems from one of two things. And there might be a third that's a big outlier. And I don't want to get into that because I am not a relationship expert. So let me tell you what my theory is. My theory is when a spouse is not supportive of your business, it's usually one of two things: money or attention. Plain and simple. A lot of times you start a business and you make all these promises to your partner. I'm going to make X amount of money by a certain date. I'm going to replace my income. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then you don't actually follow through. And so your spouse ends up, really having to bear the burden of the financial upkeep of the family home because you failed to generate sales and profits in your business. And that can be a really tenuous thing to have to deal with because money makes people crazy. Money is the root of all kinds of arguments, and if you have failed to actually deliver on what you said you were going to do, that can cause a lot of problems. The second reason is easier to fix. Well, they're both easy to fix, but the second one is attention. And what I mean by that is, are you giving your spouse the right amount of attention? Or are you working all the time on your phone nonstop, on Facebook all the time, on Twitter all the time, on email all the time, and you're making them feel like they don't matter anymore? And if you're doing this, then that's probably why they're not supportive of your business, because it is affecting your relationship because you are no longer paying attention to the relationship that you have with them. So the first thing you need to do is you need to identify which is it. Is it because your business is not generating its fair contribution to your family home? Or is it your business has captured all of your attention and you're no longer making time for the person that's supposed to matter most to you? God forbid, it could be a combination of both of those things. So what you need to do is you need to have a conversation with your significant other, and you need to find out what is it that they would like to see in order to be more supportive of your business. Do you need to generate a certain amount of income by a set time or get a job? That might be one of the things that you need to do. Or maybe you need to make an agreement that after 5 o'clock, you're going to shut down your phone and you're not going to use technology during the evening because you're going to be focused on giving attention to your relationship. You really don't know until you ask, but I'll tell you, if your spouse is always giving you little jibes about being on your phone and they're like, you're always busy, you're always working, that type of information is what you would call a clue. It means they feel like your business is more important than they are. Now, the third outlier is it's not about the business. Something else is going on inside of the relationship that has nothing to do with the business, and it's not just your business that they're not supportive of. They're not supportive of you as a person because your relationship is on the rocks. And if your relationship is on the rocks, I am not the person you should be seeking advice from. That's something you should be talking to a marriage counselor about, not some person who integrates modern marketing into effective business strategy to increase sales and profits. So that's what I got for you today. Thanks for watching the Shop Talk. Eddie says hello. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to jump on over to lisalarder.com. I want you to click on the blog link, and I want you to find this video. Actually, the link is below the video if you're watching this on YouTube. And I want you to tell me, what do you think? Why do you think spouses are not supportive of business? And what suggestions do you have for people who are watching this video on ways that they can make things better? I'd love to hear from you, and I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again next week.